Hey guys, it's Calverse32 Special. Having to redo a video due to some issues with some equipment that I didn't notice until I went to edit, and that was, of course, a couple days later. So what you get for not double checking your stuff. I picked up from the local store here in town, here in Sacramento, California, a new handgun. I do plan on adding, when I get my CCW, I do plan on having this on it as well. If you follow my channel, you've seen I have a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield in 40 Smith. So I wanted something a little smaller, just in case. Depending on the way you're dressed, different guns are easier to conceal than others. So this is what I picked up. Got the Sig P238. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Copy of my Droz paper. You guys don't need to see that one. I'm kind of bummed out from the first video. I had a nice little, the card, this firearm came with a card from Sig saying, hey, discount on NRA membership. I had a nice dramatic tear and toss, but that, I can't do it again. Like I said, I picked this up from a local shop. Sorry, there's private information on this paper. I don't really want you guys to see. I like you guys and all, but don't really want to share that with the internet. Okay, so here is the letterhead from the shop I purchased it at. M&J, a gun trade in downtown Sacramento. Sig Saur P238 38 special. They called it a special order. It was coming in on their next shipment, but I put money down on it so that way it would be held for me, so I wouldn't get into the shop and find out it had been sold. $6.50 regular price with background check, tax, and everything else. $7.28. California prices are a little high, so I'm sure there's some of you that were looking at that price just flabbergasted by the price of those price of the pistol. Deal with what you gotta deal with. And here it is. I do have the chamber flag back in it. I have taken this to the range already. The day I got it, it was 420. Sitting at home that night, I broke it down, cleaned it, oiled it. 421, I took it to the range. And it is, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. You guys saw me pull the chamber indicator out. So it is empty. It does have a magazine disconnect in it. Come on. There we go. Didn't have the magazine far enough. So, those of you who are familiar with Firearms World will look at that and be able to recognize it as a baby 1911. This is the two-tone version with an aluminum frame, stainless slide. I would have liked to have gotten the all-stainless gun just for durability, but it ran an extra $150 more and I didn't have it at the time. And at the shop, when I straight up asked the guy about the reliability and the life of these, so he has yet to find someone who's put enough rounds for these to wear out the aluminum frame. And being I have a polymer gun, I guess I can't really complain too much about having an aluminum frame. It does break down very much like a Browning design. Slide this back on top of the slide, slide lock. There, on the back of the slide lock, there's a little tab. You have to line it up with the notch. And then that slides out. Then that slides off. Recoil spring and guide. Kind of would have been nice if it was a captured guide, but it's captured spring, but it's not. Relatively short barrel for a short concealable firearm. That makes sense. A little dirty, I need to clean her up. I haven't cleaned her since I got back from the range. Goes back together easily enough. Not bad considering this is only the third time I've ever done this. And a weird one thing I did determine, when you pull this back, you do have to make sure that barrel stays in the forward position, otherwise it won't let that pin go back in properly. Easy enough to break down, you know, little field strip so you can clean it. It is a hammer. Obviously, it is a hammer fired. You see me lower the hammer now twice, just because I don't like leaving the hammers cocked during storage. It did come with nice case, lock, and a click-on trigger protector with a cord so you can put around a belt loop for a pocket carry. For a jacket pocket, I could see that. I think it's, for myself, personally, it's a little big for a regular pocket. I put 100 rounds of PPU 94 grain full metal jacket, and I had no issues with it at the range. The only issue I had was the night that the night I picked it up, broke it down, cleaned it, put it back together. Well, then once I started playing with the magazine, loading it, and then just using my thumb, push the rounds out, unloading it, testing function. And one of the times I did that, the follower got, I had 3 rounds in it, pushed it out, the follower got stuck. So I had 2 in it, and they were loose. I kind of shook it a little bit, see if I could get that top one to fall out, so that I could then get the other ones out. Well, that shaking jarred the follower loose. It shot up, launched the top round completely out of the magazine, bouncing it off the wall, and then it caught the last round, which I had pushed out. I do plan on picking up more because the gun only did come with one magazine, although it is an all metal stainless steel, which is nice. I will be picking up more, and I thoroughly want to test it now because I want to make sure the magazines are reliable. Anyone who has any significant experience with firearms, who is honest, will say semi-autos have a higher probability of malfunction than a revolver, simply because it has more moving parts. And frankly, on a semi-auto, everything, all the research I've done, all the, I don't have a lot of experience with them because I'm relatively new to handguns, but everyone I've ever known that's had them, that magazine malfunctions is the single most common malfunction with a good quality semi-auto handgun. So, being that this one has already shown one little quirk, I'm definitely going to be getting more and then testing the heck out of them. But I figure 100 rounds of flawless use at the range was a good test of both magazine and pistol. I did get a very short clip at the range, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet to see if it's any good. If it is, I'll include it at the end as like a post-credit scene. If not, there won't be any post-credits. Sorry guys, it's not Marvel. I don't guarantee that you're going to get a sneak peek of the next video in every video. Anyhow guys, I've already run about 10 minutes, so I'll let you guys go. Appreciate you stopping by. I will be doing updates on this as I play with it more. And I do plan on getting holsters for it, this kind of thing, so we'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.